pubblico salita 6 e 4.
Hey guys, we are ready to start the second edition of our Misano, Dainese and AGV event. Hello to all our fans, followers, friends, dealers and press around the world. Now, get ready and stay tuned because a lot of cool interviews are coming up.
Hello, we have Mr. Jack Miller here, GP winner of the Asian GP, and welcome, sir. And we would like to know how are you? How's the evening so far? And what's did you think about your first win and all that?
Yeah, it's been a really good season for some the previous GPs has been not so good, but who knows? Do, for example, this weekend in one of my favorite tracks, so we will see. I still have a few niggling injuries, but start. Okay. Where I was. Yeah, first of all, really happy to be. Pronto, pronto, pronto. Yeah, it's been a good season, especially to get the victory. My first MotoGP victory was definitely a special moment for me. But no, I mean, I've enjoyed the season. We've had some, injuries. First of all, at the start of the season, when I broke my leg with motocross, didn't make it so easy to start. And then in in Austria, I had another fall and had 3 fractures in my spine and on my wrist and hand. So it's been a bit of a roller coaster of a season, But also I've had some really big crashes, and it's really fortunate, to still be able to ride the way I am at the moment because, you know, some of the high sides I've had, I didn't have a high side until this year, and I've had 2 very big ones. But I've been fortunate enough that the airbag was able to deploy and that we were able to, come away from them mostly unhurt. So no, I can't thank Dainese enough for sure. And no, I'm really happy with my second year with the company. I'm enjoying to work with them more and more every day. So look forward to many more of these events.
Hi, I'm Nicola Bulega. I'm a Moto3 rookie. For me, ride with Dainese is an honor because I think he's the best leader in the world, and all the Dainese guys are really good, and I'm happy. Ciao.
team, and we would like to know how was your season so far, and what's your relationship with Dainese?
This season is for me my best season in the World Championship, and I make a podium and try to also to take some other ones. And the Dainese maybe is the best leather suite for technology and for the protection, because maybe is the best. I feel very good with this leather suite, and I try to stay with them with all my career. So, viva la Dainese! Ciao.
We also have Lorenzo Della Porta from the Sky Racing Team 146. Tomorrow, this weekend, is going to race for the second time with the team. And we'd like to know, how was your experience with the Silverstone race, and what's your relationship with Dainese?
Yeah, for the first we did a good work, and we must work more time, and I think that here we can do a better work than Silverstone. My relationship with Dainese is very good, because I think Dainese looking for every year did a best product, and it's very important in this sport, and I'm very happy for this.
And we have also Sandro Cortese here, a Moto2 rider, Dainese friend. And we would like to know, how was your season so far? And what's your relationship with Dainese? Any fond memory with it? And there you go.
Hello, first of all. Yes, my season till now was a little bit unlucky. At the beginning of the season, I broke my right ligament and had a lot of pain and fight to come back. But now I'm really happy, and yes, also thanks to Dainese for the incredible leather. Like, if I don't have this support, and for sure something would be much worse. So no, for me the relationship is we are very close. It's like a family in the Dainese crew, and no, I really enjoy and be happy to be a rider for Dainese.
We have a MotoGP rider and former Moto2 World Champion Stefan Bradley here. And we would like to know, how was your season so far? What do you think about your next move to the World Superbike Championship? And what's your relationship or your fondest memory with Dainese?
Well, first of all, it's great to be here because it's a fantastic event every year, more or less. So it's great to be part of Dainese and to be again, excited what's going on on this evening. So, well, my season actually went so-so. Some very good moments. With the new project Aprilia did is not easy because the MotoGP is on a very high level at the moment, but we've done already very good results. At the moment, we would like to make the next step forward, but it's not as easy. We're trying to do our best, and I think that for the last part of the season, we still can do a good job. Well, and yeah, next year there will be a new story for me, new experience in World Superbike. I'm looking forward because it's going to be another great challenge for me. Really, it's not going to be easy, and I hope that I can, more on the front, trying to get some podium. And, then I hope that can be a great season for me. And with the Dainese company, for me is part of my life, especially with my family. My father was racing all his career with Dainese, so when I started, I directly had I was lucky to get the Dainese suit because it's something special. It's like the number one in this category. So I'm still very proud to be Dainese rider, and hope I can be Dainese rider all my life because it's safety, is the airbag, is many things I can explain you about Dainese. Is just for me is number one.
Hey guys, I know you can't wait for the presentation to start, but don't worry, we're almost there. Keep watching us. We're continuing with a couple more interviews. See you later. There are a lot of surprises tonight.
And now it's the turn of MotoGP rider Paul Espargaro from the Yamaha Tech team. We would like to know, how are you after the crash in Silverstone? How was your season so far, and what's your relationship with Dainese?
Well, my season is going good. It's not bad. We were before our last race. We were the first satellite. After the crash and Carl second, we are some positions back, so we have to come back even stronger. After the crash, luckily I was wearing Dainese clothes and AGV helmet because it was a big crash, one of the biggest of my life, and luckily I'm here. I have no pain, no injuries, and this is really important. And we are here in Misano. I'm gonna try to do my best together with the all Dainese and AGV family that they are here supporting. So family feeling, family atmosphere, and it's really good to race here in Misano.
weekend and also for the rest of the season? So we're gonna aim for the top 3 to be the best independent rider. What's your goal?
Yeah, for this race, I think last year we were quite okay. We were fighting during all the weekend for the top 10, top 8 riders, and finally we had some bad luck. We blow one engine, we broke one gearbox, and finally we couldn't finish the race. But you know, we will try to be as good as last year and to fight. I mean, we want to be at the end of the year in Valencia the first satellite rider, and this is our target. So we have to fight for it till the end. Ciao ciao, grazie a tutti, thank you so much.
Sì, sì, con calma, tanto qui guarda, aspetteremo ancora probabilmente 5-10 minuti. Tanto ringrazialo, salutalo tanto. Dopo.
And now we have famed Italian journalist Nico Cereghini that will say something in Italian for all the Dainese fans around the world.
Ciao, cosa vuoi sapere? Ciao a tutti e benvenuti qui questa sera. Allora qua, benvenuti a Dainese, qui ogni volta è una festa, perché Dainese è una vita che lavora per i motociclisti. Si sa che qui si trovano i grandi campioni del passato, c'è Agostini, ma ci sono anche i giovanissimi del Team Sky, quindi da Bulega, Migno e tutti gli altri. Si sa che qui si respira la passione, perché Dainese da sempre ha lavorato per la sicurezza dei motociclisti, per il piacere di guidare la moto. E io sono felice di essere qua questa sera insieme ai grandi personaggi. Ciao, ciao, ciao! È già sufficiente.
Grazie, professore.
lati stampa in questa foto, quelle 10 luci sotto in là, vedete quanto tutto, non ci siamo caricati tutti i eravamo a 200, compresi gli interni, 250 case stanno in
Posso fare una foto? Sì, è venuto grande. Per tutti i giorni lo so.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to what is quickly becoming our tradition here in Misano the Thursday before the MotoGP race, where we meet our friends from the motorcycle industry, our riders, our legends, our partners, the motorcycle press. And today is a special day because for the first time of this event. So I say hi and thank you for all the people that from home are following us over the web. Well, my name is Cristiano Silei. I'm CEO of the Dainese Group. And tonight is a special night as we are going to show you the result and of the hard work and labor of the people at Dainese over the past year or so, over a lot of different things. But before I leave the stage to my colleagues that will explain all the development in our products and our technologies and our research, I like to share with you our new image. Not bad, is it? Huh? Now, these are very exciting times at Dainese for all our brands, not just Dainese or AGV, but also POC, which is a super cool Swedish brand specializing in safety equipment for cycling and winter sports, which we acquired at the end of 2015. So it was important for us to signal this new era with an evolution within our tradition of our wordmark. So the traditional Dainese wordmark, which you have just seen develop through the years since Lino Dainese founded the company in 1972 and evolve over time, is now become this wordmark which we refer to as our Italian progressive, very progressive wordmark, which we're very attached to signal a new era. But the good thing about this new era is that it's rooted within the mission that was embedded in its company foundation in 1972. A mission that we like to refer to as mission safety. Every company of the Dainese Group, every brand of the Dainese Group shares the same mission, that of advocating and delivering safety to people exposed to traumatic injuries in dynamic sports. Every brand shares the same mission. Well, for some of us, it's just a little more than a mission. It's a little bit of an obsession. And we're constantly asking ourselves, what does it take to bring safety into the sports we love to the next level? And so it does require a little bit of inspiration to achieve that. And the way we look at that, as we hear some telephone ringing in the background, is we are inspired by humans. We are inspired by looking and researching how the human body behaves in the most extreme conditions. Whether it is racing at 350 kilometers per hour, just a few millimeters from the tarmac on a MotoGP race, or flying downhill at 160 kilometers per hour, wearing basically almost nothing, in a downhill race in the ski cup, like our friend Christian Gedina knows very well, which is here with us tonight. Or when the body is floating in space. Floating with the Dainese skin suit developed with the European Space Agency, the European Astronaut Center, and wore by Andreas Morgensen, just a year ago. So inspired by humans, inspired by the needs of the human body in extreme conditions. So in order to achieve protection for the human body in extreme conditions, we do a ton of research. We have 4 different research teams that are fully dedicated to this. The DTAC, the traditional Dainese R&D development team, back in Molvena, which has been researching motorcycling and other sports for 45 years. The DR unit, a team of engineers dedicated to developing the airbag technology. The AGV R&D team, which is fully dedicated to developing the most advanced helmet technology available, and the POC lab. Now, this is well over 100 people that invest their time, energy, and resources studying and developing a huge number of solutions, innovations, and products to help us enjoy our dynamic sports in as much safety as possible with the current state of technology. We refer to this as the Dainese Science and Research Center. Now, this is what we like to think of as our home team. But research doesn't end with the home team. We also have an away team, a team of people that we consider integral part of the development process. People that help us in achieving these results. And these are the people that are sitting in front of us today. These are athletes, top athletes most of the time, which help us in most stages of the development process in order to give us idea, give us feedback, and properly test whatever solution our research and development teams come up with. And when it comes down to safety, it is an holistic concept. It's a 360-degree concept for the Dainese group. It's head to toe. We protect the human body, which are inspired by, holistically, completely. And head to toe is exactly what tonight is about. Tonight, I'm really proud to be presenting you the new head-to-toe racing products for the Dainese group, for motorcycle enthusiasts. And I leave the stage right away to Massimiliano Mirabella, AGV Product Manager.
Thank you. Thank you, Cristiano, and welcome to everybody to our Misano event. Tonight, we are about to unveil the next evolution from Pista GP. It's called Pista GPR, and Pista GPR is the MotoGP helmet. It has been developed with MotoGP riders and has been developed for MotoGP riders. And anything that we've done for MotoGP and for top racing has been transferred to the market. So racing enthusiasts all around the world can now enjoy the same amount of technology than this guy enjoy. And you know, this is the last product developed under AGV Extreme Standards. In 2007, when Dainese acquired AGV, it started a new process, a new development process. So it developed a new development protocol whose target was to develop the highest safe helmet in the world. And especially helmet that exceeds safety in 3 areas: protection, performance, and comfort. So let's start from protection, for example. When we look at protection, Pista GPR shares the same shell, the same technology than Pista GP. European standards ask manufacturers to test helmet at 7.5 meter per second impact. It means that the force is 7.5 meter per second. We develop helmets that are tested at 8.5. It's so much more energy that the helmet is able to sustain. But when we do this, we don't do at the expense of volume. So thanks to 4 shell and 4 EPS sizes for different sizes, we can get a very compact helmet around your head. So we don't increase the volume. On the same way, we do not increase weight. So we don't do safety at the expense of weight, because everything in the helmet is done in pure carbon shell. We don't just use the external layer of carbon and everything else is fiber. The whole thing is carbon. Visibility. Pista GP is known the helmet that moved like it was going to a Pista GP. It was going like from TV to cinema. That was what riders used to tell us. It offered 85 degrees vertical view and 190 horizontal view. That's 15 degrees more visibility when you're down in racing position than most industry standards. It's a lot of information when you're riding. 190 degrees, it means the full human body capability, visibility is allowed by the helmet. Whether you are riding on the street or whether you're racing, you just want to know what happens outside on your sides. That's an information that you want to have. And everything is done in class optic 1, which is the same requirement that we have for human glasses. It means no glares, no distortion, a crystal clear view. On Pista GPR, we're taking this concept and we're adding something very, very important. In AGV, the visor is not just a tool to see. It's also something to protect. Because in racing, we learn so many times that the visor, during an impact, it might touch something, so it crack, it can open, or it can actually be released, so go away from the helmet, leaving the face exposed to any object. For this reason, we introduced in Pista GPR a 5mm visor. That's a shield. It's not a visor. It's locking, has a central lock, which we know from Pista GP is the best way to position a lock. It has metal visor mechanism. The whole structure, the 5mm visor, the metal mechanism, and the lock in front will make sure that it's very solid in case of impact. Not only we work on the solidity, so in order to make sure that this is safe, but we also take a very long project to ensure that we get the best anti-fog performance on our helmet. So number one thing we did is introduce race-free max pin lock visor. It's featuring Pinlock's 120, so it's the highest anti-fog technology from Pinlock. And we work closely with Pinlock to make sure that we get all the amount of visibility that we need on our helmets. So a lot of Pinlock helmets, they cannot limit the visibility. You see the hedge. You don't really see through the entire visor. We didn't want this, so we partnered with Pinlock to make sure that this is the effect that you get. It's a full visibility with the anti-fog technology that's offered by Pinlock. Ventilation. Every racer, every rider actually knows how ventilation is important. Pista GP represented 195% more ventilation than the previous AGV generation. Now we're taking the concept of ventilation and we're doing something super innovative. We're completely evolving it. For the first time, we're taking ventilation outside the helmet. Why are we doing this? Because let's have an example. Let's start from Pista GP. This is what happened on Pista GP, which again, it was a very vented helmet. If you see, some air gets through the ventilation, some air bounces on the shell and doesn't get through the helmet. Thanks to the new fins which we develop on Pista GPR, we collect so much more air and we channel it inside the helmet. We're not doing this on the front, just on the front, but we're also doing here on the back for a simple physical law, which is called Venturi effect. If you create more pressure here, you create what is so-called a positive Venturi effect. In simple ways, you increase the speed of air coming inside the helmet. More speed, higher speed of air means more air coming inside the helmet. More air coming inside the helmet, it means a much cooler helmet. So it's something that you can really feel when you ride with Pista GPR. Then have a look at the visor. We're not just directing the air on the face of the rider, but we're also channeling some air to the visor. Why are we doing this? Because this prevents fog creation. But in Pista GP, this was done just on the center side, which was already a lot of air. But now on Pista GPR, we're spreading through the entire surface of the visor. This, together with a pinlock technology and together with the amount of air we're coming inside the helmet, really makes sure that even in the hardest condition, it's very difficult for the helmet to create any fog. Vents. As Pista GP, Pista GPR has metal vents. Well, from a technical point of view, this is a big challenge because vents weigh so much more than plastic, which is what you find always on the industry standard, is plastic vents. So to make a lightweight helmet with metal vents, wow, that's a challenge. Why do we do this? Because vents are holes, and holes do not protect. So our riders are asking us, give us more ventilation. So we need to make large air intakes. And to do that, but to do in a safe way, we make it metal. So the metal air intakes, together with the carbon shares, ensure us and the solidity and the impact protection that we want to achieve on AGV Extreme Standards helmets. Aerodynamics. Pista GP was the first helmet that started to talk about dynamic weight, so how the helmet performs into the airs. And significantly, it was recognized as the most stable helmet, even in the hardest condition, as Isle of Man, where you get so much air from different locations. Now we're taking this concept, we're taking aerodynamics, and we're taking to the next generation on Pista GPR by introducing biplano spoiler technology. Besides being beautiful, it's a double wing spoiler, which set another benchmark. From already a very aerodynamic helmet, we have a 4% aerodynamic increase. That's a significant amount of aerodynamics increase. And riders told us that you can really feel this improvement even when you're riding. So we have a lot of MotoGP, a lot of racing technology on the outside of the helmet, but we have the same on the inside. We completely restructure the interiors of the helmet, and now racers all around the world will exactly feel what our riders in MotoGP have. It's a super breathable, super stretch, and very gentle interiors, very vented in order to support the hardest effort when you're racing. Getting inside a race helmet has never been that easy. I invite you to test it afterwards when we're gonna let you see the products. And on top of that, we're making these very, very, very vented. On the inside, we also added a safety cheek release. That's for rescue services in the case of an accident. Rescue services, medical services, to release the cheek so they can take away the helmet without creating any pressure to the head. The amazing thing is that we did it in a way, which is a patent, that has almost no weight increase. So you get the benefit of a safety release system, but you have no weight increase. So overall, we did everything that comes from, we really support racers all around the world with the same technology that we have in MotoGP. But there's one more thing which Pista GPR will have, and it looks at consistent performance. Racers, top racers, hydrate during the ridings because they know that's important to maintain their performance and fight for the target. So on Pista GPR, we are introducing the first helmet with an integrated hydration system. It means that it's right in the helmet, it's inside the EPS, so you really don't feel it there, but it's there to hydrate when you want it. You just have to unrelease it. Dainese leather suit have an hydration system in the hump, so you simply connect it. If you just don't want to use it, you can leave it as it is in the picture on the hooks, or just connect it back again. On the front, it's where you drink yourself, and you can, again, if you want to drink, you just drink, or if one day you're riding without the hydration system, you just release the valve. So it's there, and you can just decide whether you want to use it or you don't want to use it. So overall, we're adding a lot of extra features on Pista GPR, and it's 9 significant features. And what is even more amazing, that this technology, 5mm visor, 8.5mm tested impact shells, metal intakes, it just come all this together at 1,350 grams, which is an amazing weight, given this amount of safety. And for a brand that has the Italian flag on its logo, it's obviously made in Italy. With this was Pista GPR, the MotoGP helmet. I'd like now to leave the stage to my colleague, David Sheridan, who will talk us about the suits. Thank you so much.
Sorry. That was always going to happen. I was always going to press something when I shouldn't have. They should make these buttons bigger. I'm here to talk tonight about the future of racing technology. I'm going to talk to you about our new suit, the newest evolution of our racing technology, which is the Mugello Air, the Air. Now that's pretty cool, right? I love the videos with all the dark stuff. Firstly, I'm going to go back to what Cristiano was talking about earlier, which is the thing that underpins everything that we do in Dainese, which is the mission that we have to improve safety within dynamic sports. But to do this, to illustrate how we've done this consistently through the history of Dainese, I'm going to talk to you about our progressive design. You can see from the beginning of the racing suits that we've produced up until the last, the most recent versions that we have, there's a consistent implementation of innovation to improve the security of our riders. So what are we going to do for the future? What is it that's going to be the future of racing technology and safety within our products? Well, one thing's for sure, the first part of the evolution, or for our new products, will be the further improvement, the further enhancement of our DAIR platform, our DAIR technology. But the second, how do you actually make a safer suit? Well, one of the key things that you need to do is actually something that no one really talks about. Everybody talks about protectors on the shoulder, everyone talks about airbags, but not many people actually talk about the structure of the actual suit itself, the architecture of the suit. So this is something that we're really interested in, because it's actually, if you think about it, it's one of the weakest potential points of any suit. The materials can be as protective as we can possibly make them, but the actual way they join together, based on our experience, is always an area which can always be improved. For this reason, we've created our 3R design concept. This aims to completely reduce the number of pieces in our products to a bare minimum. For example, the back of the new suit, actually instead of being made of several separate pieces, is actually made of just one piece of leather. This helps to improve protection, because it actually takes what could potentially be a weak, not a weak point, but a potential point of, abrasion, or away from, scusami, sono impalpato. No, anche un po' in italiano. No, it actually takes the seam construction completely away from somewhere that's at high risk. The second thing we've actually done, we've worked with this suit, we've completely rethought the way we position the seam constructions. We've actually tried to physically move them away from potential areas that are high risk of crash abrasion. But this actually, with our experience, this works well with the ergonomics. So for example, in this particular case on the leg, with the new suit, we've actually moved this seam construction that everybody uses, and we've actually moved it. Away from a high impact area to somewhere where actually it helps facilitate the movement, the anatomical movement of the human body. We've also worked really, really hard to remove all the potential stitches in this product. So everywhere we could engineer a solution which actually meant we could seamlessly integrate a component, we've done it. The new titanium sliders, no stitches. The new reinforcements that we have on the arms, no stitches. Not only that, but we've actually moved a lot of the stitches that used to be external, we've actually moved them internally, so they're actually inside the product. So that's another layer of protection. Oh, screw that. I need to get used to this telecomando. With this new product, to actually say it's an evolution is not really doing it justice. In this new product, we've actually completely redesigned and re-engineered all of the key components. This has led to at least 25 new technical features. From our new titanium sliders that I said about earlier on the shoulders, knee, elbows and knee, all the way through to our certified protections on the inside of the suit. But I'm not going to talk to you about this tonight because I'd still be here in about 3 weeks' time, and I think, you know, the swimming pool looks good. So I think what I'm really going to focus on in the few minutes of this presentation, I'm going to focus on the key components of this product. And they are the new innovations that we brought to the market. They are our 5 new patents. The first one I'm going to talk about is our intelligent safety. We've worked effortlessly to improve the level of protection offered by our DO system. So we've actually increased the level of coverage, and we've actually brought it down to cover the lower rib cage. This helps to protect, obviously, in low side situations as well, where the human body actually can be a problem. It can actually cause injury. We've re-engineered the DR interface. We've completely redesigned it. And even this is the attention to detail that we have in terms of product. This is what we live and breathe this stuff every day. For us, it means everything to protect our riders and everyone who puts a Dainese suit or a Dainese product, or they believe in us and they want us to provide them with the level of protection that gets them home to their family at night. This is how crazy we are about the details. Even the interface is seamlessly integrated to exclude another potential weak point. But that's not the best thing. We've added a new feature. For example, imagine the scenario. In a wet race, in low visibility, for example, the rider, as a reference point, has a light. There's some way of indicating where the rider is on the track, but only while they're with the motorcycle. What happens if the rider crashes? At that point, the rider's vulnerable. So what's our objective? Our objective is to protect the rider. So for that reason, we want to protect them once they're separated from the bike. This has led to our newest innovation, our intelligent emergency lighting system. This is a system that is intelligent, it's active. It's not a passive technology. This is, it's driven and it's actually triggered by our DO technology, which activates in the event of a crash. Okay, sorry. Then we had, secondly, the second of our new innovations is our adaptive knee construction. One of the things we find with protection is usually when we talk about suits and we talk about the products, we give a priority to protection, which is great. But in some ways, often we need protection, we need comfort, we need elastication in the same point. And as you can see in this image, we have the protector, which is exactly where it needs to be on the knee. But to allow the level of protection that we require, we've had to physically move the elastication away from the joint. We understood that there was the possibility to improve this solution. And for this reason, we've completely redesigned the knee of this new suit. We've redesigned the internal and also the external construction. What are the benefits of this? Well, what we did, we repositioned the elastic. We worked with the construction to actually move the elastic back to the zone in which it should be. This enables us to keep the protectors in the correct position at all times. And it also allows the elastication to actually move independently, which means you have a greater level of comfort, and comfort also is a fundamental part of our idea of safety. Protection's important, comfort's important, because comfort, if somebody's not comfortable when they're riding, it's a distraction. You need them to be at ease, you need to create as little problems as you can. And this was something that we've seen the opportunity to improve. The third, I'm going to talk about our engineered textiles. One other thing that we've noticed with the suits is, for example, you can see it on my shirt here. in this area, in the areas that are often articulated, there's far too much material, which is great when you're in one position, but obviously in the racing position, especially for our riders, this causes a lot of discomfort because often you have a lot of wrinkles that form which create pressure points right on the joint, and it can also be a disturbance. For this reason, we've utilised a completely new material technology, and we've engineered seamless inserts that we can decide exactly what structure they have, exactly what material characteristics, what what crash characteristics, breathability. We've actually managed to integrate them into key areas on the suit. This material, the inserts that I'm about to show you, we engineer them. We design exactly, we understand the human body and we know exactly where to position certain elements. We can apply lots of different areas in the same piece. So we've applied this to the collar to improve the comfort. We've applied this to the arms of the suit. We've also applied this technology to the knees of the suit at the back. All areas where obviously there's a lot of compression. What are the benefits of this? The real improvement in comfort is the fact that not only can we engineer these textiles, we can actually engineer the thickness of them. So for example, in the area that's most prone to compression, we've actually lightened the material. This helps to reduce the amount of wrinkles. But not only that, usually materials are flat pieces of textile. These inserts are not. These are actually three-dimensional inserts that we've worked with to actually pre-curve the piece of textile. So in the key areas, it actually helps to reduce the amount of wrinkles. This increases the comfort dramatically. Not only that, we've actually engineered the ventilation directly into the pieces of textile. We design this textile. It's not something we buy, we make it. We engineer it and we make it. This is about the time that I could probably do with some water. The fourth and fifth of our new innovations are about come from our elbow slider. The first generation of our elbow slider has provided such important feedback on how we can increase the wear characteristics, the dynamic characteristics, and all of this is thanks to the feedback that we've gained from our riders and from the suits that we have in our archive. Okay, so what's the solution? Well, we've actually re-engineered the whole elbow slider and arm construction. And the benefits of this is that this new patented design, based on our research, we were able to understand where we could actually start to remove some material, remove some excess. This means that the solution is not only lighter, but the size is reduced, which helps us optimize wear and also increase the level of performance. The next part of the innovation to do with this elbow slider is the actual way in which it's attached to the suit. We actually have a quick fastening mechanism where you actually just take the slider, you apply it to the elbow, rotate it, it's done, job's done. There's no screws, there's no stitching, nothing. This has enabled us to actually, reworking this solution has actually enabled us to dramatically improve the level of protection that we offer in this critical area of the suit, because it's enabled us again to remove seams, to return back to our 3R design concept, to actually move the stitches away from the area that's highly prone to crashes. And lastly, I'll talk about our new triaxial elastic. One of our patented technologies was our bioelastic, which actually was one unified insert of elastic that run from the back all the way up under the arms. This allowed us, it's biaxial. Why? Because it works, the same piece of material works in two different axes. And how does it do that? It does that because it's one continuous channel of elastication. So what have we done for the new suit? We've actually improved on that. We've actually evolved this insert so that now it actually works also with the shoulder construction. So now we have one seamless elasticated channel that doesn't limit the movement of the body. The benefits of this is that the new triaxial elastic, and this is the reason for the name, is that it works in 3 directions in the same moment. It works in terms of flexion, rotation and extension of the scapula. This is the new Mugello DO. This product is the next benchmark in safety within racing. I thank you for your attention.
Thank you, David.
Cheers. You need the telecomando.
Thank you.
I know your balls up, but that way. Even going out.
Well, when I say mission safety, you can see it in David's passion for what they do, you know. And it's not just David that develops the product. It's an entire team of people in Modena with the home team and on the racetrack, on the away team, that does that over and over again and perfects the product over and over again. And they all kind of share the same kind of attitude, which is we are kind of dedicated to finding solutions which are not there right now, and we'll find the best next thing after warm water, because that's what we have to do. That's our mission, right? And eventually that leads to results. Now, I think we have given you a lot of information, maybe too much. Maybe it's time to look at the thing in the flesh, right? What do you think? Yeah. Shall we? So let's give a hand for our new head-to-toe safety system as worn by our chief tester. Let's give him a hand. So when I was saying that our athletes our champions are an integral part of our development team, I wasn't joking. Some of you might have guessed already. For those that haven't, let me introduce to Mr. Valentino Rossi.
Ciao, pronto? Ciao a tutti. Hi.
Ciao Vale.
Ciao. Ciao.
Thank you for being here tonight with us. And
Thanks,
more
thanks
than
a lot.
anything else, thank you for your work, support, input, feedback, and help in developing both the helmet and the new suit. So you've been working on this helmet for quite a long time, have you?
Yes, for me is a great pleasure. I like a lot also because I am together with AGV and Dainese from the beginning of my career. So it's like 60 or 70 years ago.
More or less.
And
at least for normal human beings, it feels that long.
I feel always very comfortable, and I was very happy when they say to me that we have to develop a new helmet and a new leather. And we start to work during this season, trying the new stuff in Misano, and we start from the helmet, no? That is a good improvement. Already this helmet was quite different from all the other helmet when arrived in 2012. And but we try to make the step. We try to improve, especially the front, the look, to have a better way to look and to have a wider range for understand. And after we work a lot on the aerodynamic with the biplano.
Biplano.
Yes, that we started to use already from the first races of this year.
Yep.
And also we put the camel bag. That is also a great news. And you know, everybody with the camel bag feels a MotoGP rider, no? Also on the road. So I'm.
But only if they have the right suit,
It's a good work. It's a good
only
work.
Only if they have the right suit.
Only if they have the right suit. Yes.
Speaking of which, how long have you been helping David and the rest of the team, Stefan, everybody else, in developing this new suit?
Yes, I think that the new leather is also more different compared to the old one. And I spoke a lot with David from the beginning of the season, and it's always very interesting because he have always interesting ideas, something new, and something a little bit out from the normal MotoGP race, you know.
Yeah, you know one thing about David, he talks a lot.
Yeah.
Right?
I know.
As you guys have noticed.
Talks,
so he once went to visit Valentino, and it was supposed to be a short update meeting of what, half an hour, 1 hour. The meeting lasted 4 hours. Isn't that the case?
Yes,
But
it was long.
now you know why.
But it was interesting, yes.
Of course.
And also David tried to speak Italian, but
Which
maybe
is
it's
the other
better that he
interest.
speak English. No, but we work also a lot on the leather. We try to modify, especially the comfort, no, and the way that the leather is on you. Also when you are out of the bike, and we work a lot also on the knee, on the elbow protection, and we have some different protection also because now we touch a lot with the elbow. Me, not a lot, but
Some of the younger guys, I guess, huh? They need that extra angle to keep up.
Exactly. And but at the end, the result was good, and we don't need a lot of time because already the first leather was quite good. For sure, we have work to do, but I think that the leather will be ready for everybody for next year.
Yeah, that's our plan. So next season, we would like to see all our teams equipped with a new suit. But when will we see you with this suit?
Yes, tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow because we are.
That is the kind of commitment to development safety that we were talking about.
Yes, we are quite ready. And when I spoke with the guys, and they say to me, we have to be ready for Misano. And I said I was a little bit worried because no, you have a lot of work to do.
Yep.
But we were faster than what we expect, and I will try the leather tomorrow, and after I let you know.
Very well. I'll be here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Grazie mille. Let's give him a hand. Very well, and after this, I thank you for your attention. We kept you a little longer than we expected, but I think we're still on time for a good dinner. And I will see you later and speak to you individually if possible. Thank you for your attention, and see you later. Bye-bye. Ciao caro, benvenuto. Allora.
Ultimi 20 minuti.
Sekunde plus kurz. Ja, aber das ist jetzt, entweder ist mir aus der Hose rausgeflogen oder. Hast du sie weggeschmissen, weil ich habe irgendwas weggeschmissen.
Säcki.
Hast du es?